it's 1st and 10. Dillon to throw again. Pats has it.
That kid could make a living at the next level going over the middle. Has a good feel for the timing of that route.
1st and 10 on a very solid drive so far. Let's keep her going. He'll throw.
And they battle for it, but nobody gets it. Dropped. Just dropped it. Look, I know he's not a receiver, but you expect a tight end to make those catches.
Second down on a long drive. Let's keep her going. 2nd and 10. Dillon to throw. And he's got some space. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle.
Holding offense. Still 2nd down.
They come out in the shotgun. Dillon will throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they get him after a big gain. So a little bit closer to a 1st down here, keeping this drive alive.
Yep, still need a chunk.
What?
Decent chunk of yards, Cal. That's what I meant. That's, you know, short, what the kids say. Say I need a chunk.
He's got the 1st down! And this one will be taken up just a couple yards past the 5. Yeah, that'll work, huh?
Yes, sir, Cal. Nice play by Trey Beth. Pick up that 1st down. Young fella stepping up.
Right at the 7. Yep, 1st and goal. Wendell on the carry. And he's going to lose yardage here back inside his own 10. Whoa! Wendell Chase brought down for a loss. I can't remember last time that happened.
That's very unusual. You're absolutely right, Cal.
2nd and goal from the 8. Dillon, and he's got it! Touchdown, Bullfrogs, Trey Bass in the end zone.
How about that, Cal? Come on now, Matthew. Way to go there, Mr. Batts.
This will be taken in at the 1. Here we go. 1st and 10 and a new drive. They'll start with a run. So they get to move the chains. In the shotgun.
Here we go now.
He'll throw. Big old play there.
Got it. Can't run from this pass rush forever.
Just one back behind him.
Here we go.
He's going to throw. And he's got a man wide open. It's complete. They get him down right around the 35-yard line. So that completion will bring up a third down.
Big play right here, boys. Big play.
All righty. Here comes
Here we
third
go.
and 8. On third down, they're going to run for it here. In the short game that time as they're able to get him down. Shut that one down, and they don't get much.
Nope, defense closed in a hurry on that one. No bueno. That's Spanish, Cal.
Got that one away. Inside the 10. Brand new drive, 1st and 10. Let's see what they do. He starts the drive with Webb. He gets out of that tackle. 1st down, Mathis.
Huge gain. This kid needs more carries, Cal. If I was coach, I'd give him about 40 or 50 touches per game. He's a hoss.
1st and 10. Dillon the throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And, well, he didn't get a lot on the interception return.
Thank goodness. I was about to run down there and stop him if he got loose. You know, I still got it. I could have stopped that kid. Cal, now, I don't know why you're laughing.
They'll start the drive with 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground on 1st down. And he picks up a few on the run. Another solid run there.
Yeah, I do not like this one bit. Got to be more physical up front, boys. Come on, make a tackle.
Second and 5.
Now let's go.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside handoff. And he's going to lose yardage on that play back at the 37-yard line. So that officially goes down as a loss of yards.
Messed with the Bullfrogs, you get the backhand of a handle, you get the front end of a... No, man.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And they'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
Cal, that linebacker is nasty. He's running like his hair's on fire. I like that saying.
They're going for it here on 4th down.
3-19.
They'll try and run for it, and nothing doing that time, Randy. Well, at least we went down with a fight.
Yeah, wish we could have pulled it out, but you can't win them all. Cal, I'm living proof of that.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Set. Green. 80.
They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. Room here to run. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Set. Wide 80.
Devin's going to hand this one off. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Wade to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And now running right through it. And a nice gain of 21 yards. That play by Devin brings up a new set of downs. Nice catch as well. Good connection.
Yeah, I like what you mentioned. The key part of it, a new set of downs. Well done.
Set. Blue. 58.
From midfield, here's Devin Wade. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Set. White 32.
They'll run it now. Out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Pernell McPhee in there on the stop.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
3rd and a bit here for Devin. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it's London football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Set. Red 80.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Set, blue, 15.
Devin to throw on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a 1st down. Threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
On 1st and 10, Smith. And Reed with it over the middle. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, here's Smith. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. Smith. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
To the air again, Smith. And he comes back with one complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Smith will bring his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. The final shot here before break. Smith. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Again, a run with Thompson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
It looks way too easy right now. 2 carries, 2 straight first down runs. The eyes are carrying the legs to the proper hole, but they're being created by an offensive line that has the leverage game going for them right now. Lower than the defensive front, creating space, and he's finding it in a big way. Gotta love what they're doing on offense right now.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Thompson. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And that is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. He can't get him down. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Back now at FedEx Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Set. Blue 80.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll set them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Set. Wide 80.
Devin will throw. Finds Tito Flavors out on the right side. And they showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Set. Black. 20. Hot.
Devin with a give. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Set. Blue 58.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to be met at about the 43. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Set. Yellow. 20.
Devin turns and hands it off. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Set. Green, 61.
And they, in fact, will throw it. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And that one good for 16 yards and a first.
Set. White.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Set. Green, 45.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball caught free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And the storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is. And what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we sign off from Landover. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Wilson. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Justin Houston coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4.
Come on,
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
We got three, fellas. We got 3.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Now a toss play. It's Ajayi. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Come on, let's go.
On 1st down, Wilson. Forced out to his left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out final. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football.
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it. But I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Breaking that one up was Justin Evans. Read it perfectly.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face, because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner. And usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second down, Vic. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman, because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Hunt. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. On is the Hall of Famer Ray Guy to punt this away on 4th down. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, the chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team, because now your defense has to make that stand up.
On second down, here's Wilson, and incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the shotgun, Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
This is Hunt. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Hey, let's go!
Vic on second down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Two minutes remain in a scoreless first half. More from Cleveland after this. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Beckham, the lone receiver right. Vic on 32. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Travis Kelce from 4 yards out. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. The Browns try to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. Now Wilson on second down. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The punter wing is on as he sends this one away. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. From the shotgun, it's Vic. Over the middle to Smith. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Steve Smith. 48 yards. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Here's Cooks on the return. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on, and it's second down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Wilson throwing again. And now he'll take it and run. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Wilson gets it to Brown, complete. And now look at this, big gain, but a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Vick now after the fumble recovery. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Michael Vick, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're
looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And likely just out of field goal range. Could be Hail Mary time.
And haven't we seen in recent years that the Hail Mary seems to be more successful in the NFL than before?
Absolutely we have. So here's Vick following the interception. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's a short kick taken near the 18. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 3rd down, Vick. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Hey, let's go! Four down, check! White 20!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go. White 20!
Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. 5 touchdown passes now for Michael Vick. And the 49ers continue to roll. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Gold with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Cooks on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Man open left side is Brown. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Now Wilson on first down. And he whips that one incomplete there. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll bring up second down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wilson to throw again. Steps away to his left. Fighting his way through contact. And it's caught left side by Cooks. First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Dancing to his left. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Gerald McCoy busting through to get him for a loss of 6. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. This is caught. It's Cooks. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Now it's Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, that's good, isn't it? A really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Here's Wilson. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. It's a short kick here, fielded at the 24. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10.
White 20.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Hey, let's go. Hey, boys, got 4. 4 down. We got, let's go.
That was second down throw for Vic. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's third down.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Vic. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And now Odell Beckham Jr. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead will swell by one more. And now the Browns coming out on the field. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Wilson now going to throw again. And it's knocked away. Incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On third down, Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. To throw again is Wilson. Flushed out right. And this one is incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
The Browns on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Now it's Ajayi. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to let it fly. Got a man that's caught inside the 10. And he'll go out of bounds, making it all the way down to the 5. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one in the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And he'll advance no further, so he can't bring it back for two, but the extra point attempt is unsuccessful. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93%.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing, too.
Oh, she's
on, like, the fifth tune at this point.
She left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows, you may meet up with this team again.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Ready?
To throw again. Wilson. Throw left side complete. It's Brown. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
And there's a man they call AB, always a volume receiver. He gobbles up catches. Holds a number 2 and number 4 spots for most receptions in a season in NFL history. And in 2015, just 7 catches shy of setting the single-season mark for most receptions, currently held by Marvin Harrison, a Hall of Famer.
They had 136 catches that year on the heels of 129 the season before. The Browns' passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well. So
they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Here we go, D. All day, deep gun. Green 80. Gotta go.
Now Wilson throwing again. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Jerry Rice, the one he was looking for. 3rd down here. Again, Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
White 20.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Hey, let's go. 90. White 20. Right to that.
They run again with Hunt. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college.
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a top.
And a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cleveland. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Ready to go now on a sunny afternoon in the East Bay. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On second down, here's Wilson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, Wilson. Tries for Rice, intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They run with Hunt. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
We're rolling.
Right back to him on first down. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll run it here with Hunt. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity in the ball game. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They'll try the air now with Stafford. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They'll run. This is Hunt. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, tight. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at them with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know the defenders are getting up off the ground, heaving a sigh of relief. They just held Barry Sanders to a -yard run. But Barry holds the NFL record for most carries for negative yardage. The all-time leader, 1,114 yards lost on his carries. But he balanced it with over 15,000 yards gained when he ran the football.
I think the pros outweigh the cons. Now Stafford, his pass caught at the 4. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown in it. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And the first play will be a field goal try. His pass caught at the 4. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Greg Olsen taking it in. And the Colts are in for 6.
How about that, partner? A little razzle-dazzle. Fake field goal that turns into a pass and a touchdown. Fooled everyone, including us.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Cooks on the return. Oh, a nice spin. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Give them 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
Shotgun.
On first down, Wilson. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Reggie White in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They go play action now. Wilson looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters, and this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. So we got 3 on one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
Back to throw, Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Mike Evans, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Cooks on the return. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Wilson. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. To throw is Wilson on 1st down, escaping the pressure right, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Here's Wilson on 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. Wilson throwing on 1st down. His throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, a 22. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. On third and goal, Wilson. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Christian Kirk as the first half is winding down, and the Raiders are back within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, a full half to be played. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. Pass incomplete.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
The Colts on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Stafford. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Randy Moss, 67 yards. And the Colts add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Cooks on the return. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10, kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Play time, guys. Let's go. Hey, boys, got four down. Running.
On second down, Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
Come on, let's go.
Now Wilson on first down. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for the great one, Jerry Rice. And that'll make it third down. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Wilson now, operating from the gun. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Gets through, and now an opening. 20, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. Barry Sanders, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. A lot of times they want this guy just to try to flip field position. He flipped it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is, can you pick up 10 yards? That's getting a first down. Instead, he takes it all the way and provides a big spark for his team.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. Here's Cooks on the return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
Meeting the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
On first down, Wilson. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Derek Johnson leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you got a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now.
Or
very
lights
quickly,
out.
Or exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Wilson from the gun, he'll throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Derek Johnson, there in coverage.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands. Everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
Being chased out left. And that is incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Derek Johnson. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And caught left side, Olsen. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Here's Hunt. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
It's Hunt. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Now Matt Bryant on for the field goal. And this a 39-yard attempt. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work.
Well, I like the chutzpah there, right? They decided to go ahead and fake it and try and pick up a first down. But how about how they executed defensively and smothered that one? I know back from my time frame, Everyone has responsibilities, even rushing on a field goal attempt. You've got the tight end, you've got the wing back, you might have the guy out of the backfield. Well, they executed that well. They really stuck to what they needed to do.
It wasn't just 11 guys trying to block it. They were ready. They got it done. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Single receiver. Tight, lady!
To throw is Wilson. To throw again. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Wilson operating from the gun. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here trying to preserve the lead.
Tight end's right.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And he comes back with one complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That good for 19 and a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Barry Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts add on to their lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Cooks on the return. So out come the Raiders. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Got
to try it here. He's back to throw. Going right, and that's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Forced out to his left. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Was trying to extend the life of that play, wasn't he? Got out of the pocket, ended up scrambling off to his left, trying to find anyone open downfield to try and make a big-time play.
Thought he had an opening there for a second, but that window closed pretty quickly. 2nd and 10 now. Wilson steps away to his left, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. The Raiders on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Hey! Hey! Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen!
Operating from the gun. Wilson. Now a desperation throw. Deep depth. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Stafford down to a knee, and with it, he's going to ensure his guys a victory. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Oakland, we sign off. So long, everybody. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Here's Blair Walsh now about ready to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you put everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. And they'll go on the ground. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Man open left side is Brown. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
One of the most revered Raiders of all time, Tim Brown, with his first grab of the game.
So many impressive games back in the day and an impressive record that he holds. 10 consecutive seasons of 75 receptions or more in NFL record. On the ground they go with the running back. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Mahomes now to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. Try the ground game here with the running back. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. On 1st down, Mahomes. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's brought down. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Eifert taking it in. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gold now out to kick it away. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Vic on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. And this is going to be incomplete. Xavier Rhodes, the cornerback, there in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. And they'll go ground game here in the tailback. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when they clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, Vick. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They will indeed go for it. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. A first down throw coming for Vic. Tries for Rice, intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over. Yeah,
it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Got a man, it's Brown. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tim Brown, 30 yards. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. And now here come the Raiders. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half.
Oh, and now Vic throwing another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Over the middle to Beckham. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on. And as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know. But you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tim Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals just continue to pour it on. Gold with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Gold now out to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Hey, let's go! Tight end right. Watch tight. Tight end right.
This will be the final play of the half. Vick. That'll be caught by Rice. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
3 down.
Here's Vick. The connection made. It's Graham. That one goes for 24 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go. Check it, boss. Check the car.
From the shotgun, it's Vick. And his throw is incomplete. Very solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
Vick readies to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have them, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have them. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on them all game long.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Jabal Sheard in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Brad Wing now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now Brown. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And give it a little more cushion. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Yeah, baby! Woo! Hey, you got three. Here we go! Green, 90!
They go play fake. Mahomes. And the Raiders have got him. Earl Mitchell breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Hey! Blue 45!
Now here's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he works free. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A huge play there on the screen pass. 43 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Mahomes now to throw. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Ready! Green, 90!
To throw, it's Mahomes. Caught Eifert over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, here's Vic. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. We got 3.
Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Flushed out right. Pushing through the contact. He cannot get away. Down goes Vick. The former Raider great, Hall of Famer Ted Hendricks. Able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. The Raiders on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Hey, check me out.
Now here's Vick. And he's going to go down again. Jabal Sheard in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over. Any return to get you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe Yeah, you've taught me this before. Maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
And 3 yards there takes them to the 45. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. It's Patrick Robinson there on the stop.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
The Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down, 4 down.
Green 90. Green 90.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he's got his man Hilton. T.Y. Hilton, nobody to beat. And he'll be down deep into Oakland territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? No. I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
Going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Gold now out to kick it away. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. From the gun, Vick. Man open left side is Brown. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Vick will look to throw on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Brown. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. It's a play fake. Now Vick. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning...
And it's a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
Hey, let's go!
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. But it wasn't the line that jumped that time, the second level.
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it. But in this case, you're exactly right. Second level, probably because they moved up to the first level, and that hurts them.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So that'll do it from here for Charles Davis and the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com/Madden. From Oakland, we sign off. So long, everybody.